What is going on, guys? Brad here for Pickdawgz.com, and I got a pick in this Kansas versus Duke game going down on Tuesday, November 18th, 2025. Before I get into the free play, if you guys want to take the guesswork out of it, if you want to save your time and aren't just looking for my best bets, you can always find those over at Pickdawgz Premium, or just click the link in the description in this video. It'll say Brad's best picks, and you can find my plays there as well. I put out so many free picks every single week, and people always ask me, what are your best plays? What are the plays you have the most money on? And that's what the premium section is for. So we'd love for you guys to hop on with me on this Tuesday. Let's cash in. We also do have the inner circle. Now, this isn't for everyone. This is for people who make larger bets. It's more of a one-on-one concierge service. You need to bet at least 1,000 plus a game to be accepted into this program. But we've had a lot of high rollers join. Have had a lot of success. So if this sounds like something more up your alley, text the number on the screen and we'll get back to you. But let's break this thing down, guys. We got a good one on our hands. We got Kansas headed into MSG to play Duke. Like I said, this game is being played at a neutral site in Madison Square Garden. I think the big news we got to talk about, looks like Darian Peterson, which is Kansas' best freshman this season, is probably going to miss his game. Dealing with the hamstring injury. I don't think he plays. He's not completely ruled out while I'm recording this. I'm currently recording this on Monday, but he probably doesn't play. And I think this line tells you that Darian Peterson isn't going to play. I mean, Duke's laying 7.5. And when I first saw this, I was like, damn, I could get Kansas and 7.5 points on a neutral site. That seems very intriguing. But with the injury to Peterson, and the more you just dig into this game, this one might get ugly for Kansas. You know, we saw Kansas play one big game earlier this season. They went into UNC. They were 2.5-point dogs in that game. Lost that one by 13. We saw Duke play one big game so far this season. They played Texas, won that one by 15. So, you know, both these teams have a game under their belt, a big game under their belt, and Duke looked much better than Kansas did in their big game. And just looking at these numbers here, you know, Duke takes care of the ball better. They're shooting the three ball slightly better. They're shooting the free throw ball slightly better, but they're also the much bigger team. You know, Duke has the fifth biggest team in the league when it comes to average height, whereas Kansas, still a good-sized team, but they rank 34th in that category. I think that could cause, you know, Kansas problems. This gives me a vibe where Duke, I think this game's probably I think this game's probably close at the first half, but I think Duke's size and physicality will give them the edge here. And I think through two halves, I think Duke is able to go on enough runs to cover this spread. So I'm going to take Duke. I'm going to lay the 7.5. If Darian Peterson was playing, maybe it'd be a different story, but without their star freshman, man, I think Duke has to be the play here. So that's going to do it, guys. I appreciate you watching this. Drop a like, drop in the comments who you're taking in this one. Check out my best bets, check out my premiums. Like I said, those are the picks I have the most money on. Most importantly, subscribe to Pickdawgz on YouTube because we're just trying to help you guys win some money. I'm going to catch you on the next one.